honors from 2011. Then we got a plus by the NAC grade. We have a research as well as the patents, near 48 patents which are filed by the institute. We are accredited by the Institute of Engineers. We have a MOU more than 100 with different industries. NIF ranking that we have in the range of 200 and 250. We are the best in autonomous institute with a global vision. Then different UG as well as the PG programs are accredited by the NBA. We have a TechWeek Funds 1 as well as the phase 2. RIT is the regional center for the IUCEE. Then we have a first 50 India rank in a AIRA ranking system. We have a 7 MOU with different foreign universities. We have a platinum rank in a AICTE CII survey in 2019, and we also received a most innovative brands by the government of Maharashtra, that is the Maharashtra Lokpriya brand. Okay, so this is somewhat in short about the RIT. And we started Unnat Bharat Abhiyan activity in 2018, and for that purpose we have selected 5 villages like Bilavdi, Hazarwadi, Bauchi, Zunekhed and Savanpur. So all these villages are from Sangli district, and for the selection of that villages we have defined some criteria, and these criteria that we have discussed along with the collector office Sangli as well as the BDO and the selected Gram Panchayat representatives. So based on that, we have selected these villages and we started the working on the different schemes. So under this one, we have started the work with respect to this watershed management for selected Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, and we started the meetings with the collector office as well as the collector office, then BDO and Tahsildar. Here we have one photo from the Jat Tahsildar, where we have an involvement of the student, in which the students are involved for the final year BTech as well as for the MTech project, and who worked on the complete assessment of the watershed area of the selected village. And they also work for the various factors which are affecting on the availability of water for that area. And for that purpose, we selected the major source of the water, that is one small lake which is available in the nearby area, which is getting dry in the early days of maybe in the February only. So after that, March, April, May, they have to depend for the water on the alternative sources, which is very difficult. So in that case, we identified how or what are the different factors which are affecting on the wastage of that water, and how we can store and protect that water for the different domestic application purpose. And we carried out the GIS analysis for that area. We identified the what are the different type of sources which are getting connected for that part, and also we inspired to the students for the complete survey of that area for the residential purpose as well as for the topographical condition. On that basis, student identified the different factors which are affecting on that area for the water collection as well as its storage and the different applications of that water, which ultimately affects on the availability of the water for the domestic application purpose. And we also promoted our students for the presentation of that work in front of the collector office, and also they got a support from the collector office Sangli, and they got a funding also for that project. And they also prepared the one-page report. They also prepared papers as well as the reports, and these papers that they have published in a well-known journals having a H-index, and the student work in a very effective manner. So that was the one of the first experiment that we have carried out, so as to understand and to involve these student in the projects for the society related activity. And it started how we can utilize the student strength for the different type of projects for the society related activities. Then we started with the further meetings along with the collector office, then involvement of the IIT Bombay faculties, then
Sir, your voice is not audible now. Is it not audible to me, or is it not audible to other participants?
It is not audible, madam.
It is not audible.
It is
Okay.
not audible.
Network. So
Dr. Sridhar, we weren't able to hear you. Dr. Sridhar?
yes, I can able to hear you, but there is a network issue. I will just change my network.
Now it's audible.
Now it's audible, sir. I think your video is taking a lot of bandwidth, so you can switch off your video and you can continue with the audio.
Yeah, I have switched off, but also I will change my network also. I will use the another network.
Okay, sir. Not a problem.
Just give me a minute. I will just change the system.
So can you please go on the first slide as well? Yes.
Yeah, please. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir. You are audible now.
Okay, thank you. So I will just start once again.
Okay.
So this is about the introduction of RIT, and then I will go to directly for the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan and how it is correlated, how it is started by the Government of India along with the IIT Delhi, as well as the regional coordinating institute like IIT Bombay. They supports very well for the different type of institutes like RIT for the identification of various types of problems, their analysis, as well as to implement the solution for effectively in that area. So this is the structure of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan that is very well known to all of us. And for this UBA activity, we have selected these 5 villages for Sangli district. To start this activity, we have started with respect to this Madgal village. We adopted that village and we started different type of meetings along with the collector office, then Tahsildar, then the videos from that area. We inspired our student from BTech as well as from NTech for work in that area to collect the data related with respect to the water usage, water availability, and what are the different type of sources by which we are getting water for the different type of application purpose. So on that basis, we collected all the information, we analyzed the whole area along with the student. The students prepared reports and they presented that report in front of the collector office, and finally we got a very good response from the collector office Sangli, and also we received the appreciation letter from the collector office, and it is the first initiative that we have taken, so that it helped us a lot in terms of the taking involvement of the student for the different type of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan as well as the society related projects in our area. Then we started furthermore interactions with the collector office along with the IIT Bombay faculties. Dr. Soni is available in this meeting. Then we have Deputy Collector Dr. Khebudkar. Then we have Dr. Sandeep Shekar and Mrs. Shekar ma'am and me who presented in that meeting. Then we have a different type of interaction along with the other IIT Bombay faculty members, and they had given us a very good inputs for the interaction purpose, what are the different type of problems that we have identified from the district, and also the same parameters that we have discussed with the deputy collector and the government officers which are related. So here we have a meeting with the MJP executive engineer in a Sangli, and that helped a lot so as to understand what are the different type of problems that we have in terms of the availability and distribution of the water in the rural area of Sangli. We also carried out the meetings along with the Honorable Jayant Patil Sahib. Then we have the government officials which are present for this meeting, and it helped a lot in terms of taking a core part of the management in this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan activity. And on that basis, we started the involvement of the student. The student collected all the information for the various projects like Madgar village, then we have Atpadi and its analysis, then we have Jat area, its analysis, then also we have worked on this Khanapur area and its the complete watershed and its analysis work that we have done, the availability of water, the sources of water by which the water is getting utilized for the domestic and agriculture purpose, that we have studied in a very effective manner. Then also we have worked on the several other problems like the energy and its utilization purpose, and also for that project we have an involvement of the student, and for that purpose we have selected the Walwa block and 3 more villages that we have selected. The students worked in a very effective manner so as to understand the as well
Sir,
as the
your
type
voice
of
is breaking.
energies that they is it.
Yeah, sir. In between, it started breaking again. So
It's audible, madam.
Okay. Okay, if it is audible, for
audible.
others,
It's
then
No,
audible.
it's not audible.
It's
Yeah.
audible for us.
Okay.
Okay, if anyone gets a problem, please let me know. Yeah,
Sure, sure, sir.
yeah, ma'am.
Please,
I hope right
please
now
check
it is okay.
individual network.
Okay. Okay, please, sir, continue, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So this is the cook stove and survey analysis that we have carried out for Beradmachi and the nearby villages from this Walwa block, in which we have an involvement of the student, and student collected the different type of information related with respect to the type of energy sources which is getting utilized by the common people in that villages, and how it is affecting on the health of the common people, specifically the children's, then woman who is working in that area, and the elderly person who are getting bad effect of this smoke which is generated from that chula. So this is also one kind of project that we have done along with the students. Student worked a lot for all these 3 villages. They collected whole information related with respect to the energy sources, then chula, and also we got a support from Sitara IIT Bombay, and one of the grad student from IIT Bombay, Sitara, who worked in these swirlers, and he also supported for these swirlers, and we implemented these swirlers, that is the energy efficiency increment in terms of the current chula system, and it worked in a very effective manner, and people give us a very good response for that one, and they also called us again for the other villages and their implementation purpose also. So as to complete this work and to understand the other area, other departments, we developed a technology and development cell at the institute level, where we have a director ma'am as a chairman, myself as a member secretary, and from department level, we have each members who worked for their departments and identify the different type of problems. Similarly, we carried out the various types of the activities for the students, like Ankuran is one kind of program that we have developed for the students, and every year we are conducting this program, which will help us to identify various types of problems from the different villages. We collect all the information from the students. We carry out one competition for that students. We also involve the school students from 10th onwards up to colleges from that area, and in that we identify the problems from that village. We also involve the student for the development of the solution, and students present their work. So here you can see there is one small workshop which is carried out for the students, and they work, develop their solution, they prepared a poster, and that same poster presentation which is given here. Okay, here you can see the presentation given by one of the students. And similarly, we also identified one of the common problem, that is the the green waste, or we can call it as the organic waste which is getting generated in our area, and how it is going to affect on the different type of areas or the natural resources. So for that purpose, we have developed this Eco Bappa competition, and this Eco Bappa competition that we organize every year for all the students, and students participate in this competition. They prepare the Ganesha idols, and these competition that we have an exhibition here. The faculty members, students exhibit meet this exhibition and also purchase these Ganesha idols from the students. And we also give some of the innovative methodologies for the students so that they can provide the sustainable type of solution for such kind of problems. So these are some kind of activities that we are currently organizing every year, which supports the student involvement, not only at the institute level, but also the students from the villages that we have selected, and also the students of the schools and colleges from the nearby area. We also carry out the various types of initiatives as well as the meetings along with the government officials, and along with that we carry out the various types of developments along with the involvement of the students. So this is one kind of presentation which is given by the MTech student. Here we have a Mr. Tejas Kale. He was the student of MTech construction management from RIT, and he worked on the development of basic amenities and existing infrastructure environmental services which are required for the Urun Islampur as well as the Godkhindi village. And also we have the involvement of one more Shrikant Kate Deshmukh student who worked for both these areas, and they worked in a very effective manner, and they prepared a complete report, and that report that we have submitted to collector office as well as to the Gram Panchayat, and on the basis of suggestions given by the student, the same things or the same type of proposals which was implemented by both these areas, and right now we have a very good development for both these areas. Similarly, we carry out the various types of activities in the institute level where we involve the students for the development of various types of village development plans. At the second year level, in the second year level, we have a courses related with respect to that one, and we carry out the different type of competition, and village development plans are developed by the students, which includes the road network, sewerage system, sewage treatment plant, then different type of fundings which are given by the agencies like DPDC and CSR funding from the industries. And based on that, this is one kind of development plan that we have done for the Hazarwadi village, and we got a near about 95 lakh rupees from DPDC as well as the CSR fund of HPCL, and both the projects have implemented in this Hazarwadi, and we have a very good development for that villages. This one is one more project which is done by the students in the Bilavdi village, where we have developed the sewage treatment plant, and this sewage treatment plant which is implemented in the Bilavdi village in a very effective manner. Currently it is working in a very effective manner. In the last year only we have worked on a Bilavdi for the solid waste management along with the final year BTech student. We got a funding of 50,000 rupees from Unnat Bharat Abhiyan also, and along with that funding, we got a support from collector office, we got a funding from DPDC, and we got implementation of this solid waste management proposal in that village. And right now we are getting a very good outcome of the composting, and this composting is getting sold out by the Gram Panchayat Bilavdi, and it is working in a very effective manner. Okay, so this is about the involvement of the student in this area. And similarly, to carry out all these things, we have a continuous meeting in the institute. The frequency of meeting is once in a semester. So this main meeting will help us to identify the problems, then conversion of these problems into the research proposals and its presentation in front of the faculty members, and also we get inputs from the different faculties so that it will strengthen us to present that proposal as well as to get the fundings from the various agencies. Now I will share one small scheme and its presentation which is done for the Nandre village. So here we have the Nandre village and its scheme, which is having a capacity of 1 MLD. The scheme is completed in 2013. funded by Zilla Parishad Sangli. This is one kind of layout which is provided. We have the visits which are carried out by the students. Then these are the findings from this work done by the student. That is the zone-wise distribution is on the alternate days. There is no any kind of methodology gap found, and also findings on the design verification. That is the population forecasting is one of the major issue which we identified. It is about the amount of population which is considered, that is less. Then Gram Panchayat used the HDPE pipe instead of the cement concrete pipe. That is also one kind of change that we identified. Then physical assets and their verification, that is also done by our students. And it was found that ESR of 480 cumex with a staging height of 16 meter, which is exactly as per the DPR which is given. And nowadays they uses only one ESR for the distribution purpose, old one which is granted for the demolition purpose. This is old ESR that they have, and this is new one. And for the distribution, they use the HDPE instead of the cement concrete pipes, which is also very good kind of outcome that we observed. They have implemented very good water treatment plant, which includes the aeration, then sedimentation, then clariflaculation, then the rapid sand filter, and finally the chlorination. Okay, so and after chlorination, that water is getting stored in terms of this sump well, and from this sump well, this water is taken for this ESR. Here we have a one photograph of the interaction along with the student and the faculty members and the government representatives. So these are then is the quality of water, which is very good, which is tested by the public health office in that area. Then quantity, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, quantity which is getting distributed, that is still some of the few houses have the private sources just because of the inadequate availability of the water. And finally the equity, that is all villages are getting equal quantity of water. That is also one of the important parameter. Then findings on the financial sustainability, 90% funding from the government purpose and 10% funding from the villages. From the efforts of the Gram Panchayat, they saved near about 27,000 rupees from the cost of this project. And that is also one kind of achievement based on the distribution system as well as the treatment plant that they have developed. Then these are the findings from different difficulties and other types of issues, that is funds. Some difficulties from ZPs to get DPR, then still ZP didn't given the second scheme DPR which is proposed for that village. Then some villages refused to give the information about the scheme, and the village is near about 40 kilometers from the institute, and maximum time required for the traveling purpose, near about 1 hour required for the traveling purpose. So that is also one kind of issue which we have raised. Some of the positive points, that is the sustainable source, then water treatment plant which is working very effectively, then ESR and distribution system that is working very well in that village, and financial sustainability, that is also very good. Then negative points like duration of the water supply is little bit less, and alternate day water supply is available. That is some kind of issue which is identified by the student. So this is one kind of analysis which is done by the students for this water supply scheme. Now I would like to request to Professor Atul Idate sir, who will share with us regarding the different schemes and their works. So before start of this session, I will just introduce Professor Atul Idate, who is working as an assistant professor in RIT, who is looking for consultancy works in department, and who is working for water, wastewater, as well as for the road network and infrastructural and construction management related consultancies in the nearby area. So I request to Atul Idate sir. Idate sir, can we start?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
You can start, sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So here we are having involvement of students in a consultancy work. So making a revenue from the consultancy work, that is not our primary target. We are bringing our students to the actual site work so that they can correlate their theoretical knowledge with the practical one. And from that, they can learn the maximum things. So here for while doing consultancy work, majorly we are having third-party inspections that are from the water supply schemes. That water supply schemes are basically from the Jilla Parishad and Panchayat Samiti. There are also some road projects, that is the construction and repairs of the existing road projects are also there, which are uh, along with also there are some building projects are there for which we are going to do the third party inspection work. In the structural audit work, we are having various types of government and private buildings which are coming into the Sangli, Satara, and Kolhapur district. Basically, these buildings are subjected. Basically, all the buildings are government. There is a less involvement in the private sector regarding the structural audit. Next slide, sir, please. So here in the structural audit, generally when we bring our students on the site, they can learn these things, that they can able to do the rebound hammer test on the various RCC component. For example, in case of Jalgaon water supply schemes, there are various RCC structural components are there. For example, any open well, any RCC columns, beams, and the RCC walls, vertical walls of the water tank. So how to measure the strength of the particular component on the site, that things they can easily know while doing the consultancy work. So from that also they can assess the quality control of that particular component. What are the major defects or the major reasons which are available for the defective concrete production. Also they can uh, uh, observe at a particular site. From that, again, they are having some visual inspections and the other test on the site. In the other test, when the primary cracks are there, they are able to know the pulse velocity meter. From that also, they can easily judge whether the crack is structural or the surface one. Next slide. While doing a third party inspection works, the students can also do the physical measurements of the works. Here in the photograph also you can see on the first photograph on the topmost part, for the road construction pavement, for the newly constructed pavement, we are going to measure the thickness of the pavement so that student can easily understand the types of layers, their importance, and how to measure the thicknesses on construction site. Along with that, in the second photograph and in the third photograph, they are doing a road width measurement and the camber measurement activity. Camber, it is mostly important for the flexible pavement. So how to measure that, that part also they can share. Along with this structural audit and the third party inspection works, we are having um, major works in the last year, that is the Pulse Mall Pune and the Down Railway Station, a box culvert scheme of the Down Railway Station, which is that consultancy was given by the Central Railway to the RIT. So for both the cases, we have used the structural scanning. The structural scanning, that is basically used to find out the existing position of reinforcement in the particular concrete. So from these types of consultancy, that is the third party inspection, structural audit, or on-site testing, or other types of surveys, students can easily compare their theoretical knowledge to the practical one. And that is the most effective way to make them learn on the site. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Kumar, sir.
Thank you, Atul sir, for sharing your the experiences related with respect to the on-site consultancy works as well as the involvement of the students. So we have a many kind of activities as well as the works. It's not only limited for the water sector. We have the involvement of the student for the various types of projects in which a student involve at their own level and they work in a very effective manner. In some of the projects, we have different type of involvement of the student at the BTech project level as well as some of the mini project at the second year level also. Then also we have the involvement of the student at the some of the courses and their presentations. Now I would like to invite Professor Mayur Muske and the students who are working along with him. So I request to Mayur Muske sir, kindly share your slides and we will start. Muske sir,
Yes.
are you
Yes, sir.
ready?
Yes, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Please continue.
Yes.
You can share your slides.
Yes. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, on the outset, thank you, Kumbhar sir and organizers to allow me and our students to present their experience.
Before start, just give me a minute. I will just introduce Professor Mayur Muske. Mayur Muske is MTech Construction Management, working in a civil engineering department, RIT, and he is working in construction management area. He's also working in a water and wastewater sector. He is working in the consultancy area for road networks, then the construction material and its quality, and also he is currently working on the deterioration of the steel just because of the weathering action given by the natural conditions. So he have a different type of projects. In the last year he was involved in our Jalgaon project, where in the Jalgaon we have done the third party inspection of 47 schemes, and he worked in that area also. So I request to Mayur Muske sir, please continue. Muske
Yes.
sir, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon all. Last year we have started with the Jalgaon consultancy work, so wherein we have
Sorry,
covered.
yeah, sir. Mayur sir, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. Can you just brief on because we do have a participants who were part of Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan and Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, but there are many participants that we have there who are not aware of Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. So if you could just give them a brief or a 2 lines, what exactly Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan does, so that they can connect themselves with this.
Well, yes, ma'am. I will share these points.
So, shall I go to the first slide so that you can?
No, I will give the information. Yeah, this is about Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, we worked on these 5 villages. We got a funding also and implemented. Please go to next slide for the Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. Next slide, please.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So under Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, we have a different sectors which are planned, proposed by the government of Maharashtra, and it is supported by the Sitara IIT Bombay, under which we have the involvement of the faculties from IIT Bombay, and we are working for the several areas. Specifically for the rural development, in which we are working for the improvisation, then development of the new solution and its implementation. So under this Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, we have several institutes which are already enrolled and they are working for several works. Then also we have a government GR also. So we have near about 4 GRs till date, and under these 4 GRs we are working for government of Maharashtra, and this GR help us for the planning, designing, implementation, as well as the assessment of the various types of government works which are carried out and its implementation. So from this Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, till date we received near about 28 lakh rupees funding as a IRG, and for that purpose we have worked for the Sangli Municipal Corporation area, then Shirur Nagarpalika, then Jalgaon Jilla Parishad. Then also we have worked for the Islampur and the nearby areas. So all these works that we have completed under this Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. So So here you can see some of the glimpses of the works which is carried out by the Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, in which here you can see the assessment of the wastewater treatment plant in the Shirur. This one is the sewage collection system and its assessment in the Sangli. This one is the leveling and underground drainage system and its study and analysis for Sangalwadi area. These are some of the meetings that we have carried out along with the government officials for the new works in that area. And these are some of the glimpses of water supply schemes as well as the wastewater area. So Maske sir, you can continue.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So we have
Maske sir, 1 minute. Can you just go
Yes.
back to first slide?
first
Earlier slide. Just give some of the glimpses. Yeah. So here also we have the involvement of the students for the projects. So the constructed wetland treatment technology, which is designed and developed by the student, and it is implemented in that village. And student got a funding of 1 lakh rupees from that project. Then also we have some of the projects and their implementation. So here we have developed one innovative type of sewage treatment plant along with a organic polymer and the graphene coated filter membrane system, which was visited by Honorable Jayant Patil Sahib and various government officials. And same kind of project right now it is getting replicated for the different type of municipal corporations. This is one kind of project that we have which will help us to collect the garbage from the river which is floating in condition. And finally, one of the most important, that is the visit of Honorable Dr. Vijay Bhatkar sir, who is the pioneer of this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan at the national level, who visited for this Hazarwadi village, which was adopted by the RIT under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. And he also seen various types of projects and implementation done by the students in that area. Thank you, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So under the Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, we had an opportunity to work on third-party quality audits of water supply schemes in Jalgaon district. We have covered the Amalner Taluka, Chopra, then Pachora, Jamner, and Raver Taluka. Total, we have completed 47 projects, and for 3 different times we had visited to Jalgaon, and in 15 days we have completed those 47 projects. That is the on-site inspection of those projects along with our students. We used to travel for daily. We used to travel for 250 to 300 kilometers to complete those sites. This consultancy work was the project cost. If we calculate together, it was nearly 112 crores, and the funds that we have received for this project are more than 19 lakhs. That is the consultancy amount that we have received from this project is around 19.64 lakhs, and we have prepared one report form. I will share that report. I guess the PDF is visible. Hello.
Not yet, sir.
No, not yet, sir.
Okay. Is it now?
No, sir.
So I'll just
So just try to use the entire screen option.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is it visible now?
No, sir. Yeah, now it is visible, sir.
Okay. There must be some lag due to
Okay.
connectivity.
Yes.
So this is the report that we prepare for each of these sites. It is submitted to the executive engineer of the Jila Parishad. The cover letter for the report, and then when we go to the site, so what we check is the all the documents which are available with the deputy engineer. They accompany us, contractors and deputy engineers, while we do the inspections. So we carry out the checking of the documents. Students get an idea related to, because they have learned estimation and costing in the estimation and costing course, preparing estimates, so they can relate what they have learned in the academics with the practical uh, estimates and the measurement sheets. Because it's to be submitted to Zilla Parishad in Maharashtra government, so the report is in Marathi. So it includes the funds from where they have received, and the total cost which was sanctioned through the administrative sanction and the technical sanction. So all this information is available over here. Then we according to the measurement sheet, we check each and every item. Like here we can say how much is construction cost for the open well, then the pump house, the pumping machinery, and the specifications which are given along with the tender. According to that, we have carried out checking of each of these elements. This is related to the overhead storage tank, whatever inspections that we have done. Also, there are because it will be constructed in RCC, so the material testing reports are also available. Along with that, we have conducted non-destructive testing with the help of round hammer to verify the compressive strength of the concrete which is available on the overhead storage tank site. As well as we have made the visual inspections of the tank to check for the any distresses or leakages, and we have made suggestions to the concerned authorities about if there are any distress or any issues. The observations that we have gathered from the construction site, those are also mentioned for the submission, and the signature with the signature of all the auditors and head of department, the report is submitted to the authority, and then some of the photographs are attached here with this particular report. Okay, so this was about the Jalgaon consultancy that we have done. Along with that, our students are working on different projects which are related to rural development or rural road network development. We are working on use of waste tires, that is vehicle tires, to be used as geocell for flexible pavements. Mostly the rural roads or the roads, what we call them as Panand roads, which are constructed to connect different farmlands. So those roads, they are not reinforced, or very less amount of metal is used for those particular works. So to reinforce that, we are working on this use of end of life tires to for the better performance of Panand roads or flexible pavements. Also, we are working on using or utilizing locally available waste materials to manufacture bricks, which may be used for low important construction works or for compound constructing different compound walls and all. So what we are doing is here, as this Kolhapur is one of the major foundry clusters available around.
Yeah,
Yes.
sir, sorry to interrupt you. We just have 5 more minutes, sir. Is that
Yes.
fine? Okay, okay.
Yeah. So one of our students, he's working on use of these waste materials to manufacture bricks by using waste foundry sand, waste plastic, and even the fly ash which is available in nearby sugar mills. So I will now hand over the session to our students to share their experiences or their projects. Shall I share this now? Give the session to students?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Praveen, can you explain?
Uh, Dr. Sridhar, who will be taking the lead from the students team?
Students,
Right.
Maske sir, can you just
Yes, yes.
introduce about the student and then
Yeah.
we'll start?
Yes, yes. We have Mr. Praveen Kadam. He's our MTech student. He is doing masters in structural engineering, and he is working on use of waste plastic to manufacture low-cost bricks. So, Praveen, can you just share?
So, sir, he was part of evaluating the government schemes from your institute, if I'm not
Yeah.
wrong. Okay.
Yes.
So he will be sharing his experience. For the participants, so the student will be sharing his experience while participating in the government, evaluating government schemes.
Yeah, yeah. During the inspections,
Okay, inspection.
what is his experience? So, okay. Yeah.
So, sir, just one query. So, which survey instrument did you use in evaluating these government schemes? If you could just brief on that as well.
Yeah. For inspecting the levels, we have used dumpy level.
Total station,
checking
dumpy
the
level,
dumpy level.
then
And for non-destructive testing, we have used rebound hammer. Most of the times we have used rebound hammer. If there is much more issues that are found in the concrete, in that case, we go for ultrasonic pulse velocity testing.
Okay, so if you are evaluating a particular government scheme, so do you use survey like questionnaire or something to see the guidelines, are they meeting the guidelines or the goal of the scheme or not, how they are implementing? So have you used any questionnaire or such?
yes,
We
we have developed one questionnaire. It's a one kind of standard document format that we have,
Okay.
and that is very similar with respect to the report which is shown by the Mayur Maske sir.
Okay. So we can have Praveen.
Yeah.
If you could
Yes,
talk.
ma'am. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Praveen, go ahead.
Praveen will be sharing through my laptop itself.
Not a problem, sir.
Yeah.
So we just have 5 more minutes. If he can just brief us on his
Actually, we have 4 or 5 students who have joined. I think everybody should speak for 1 or 2
yeah,
points so
will
that
work.
everybody will get a chance to speak.
Yeah, will work.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all of you. I am Praveen Kadam from MTech Structure, I have also participated in the third-party audits at Jalgaon. And during this audits, I have learned many things which have which done which have to carried out in practical manner during government third-party audits. And from this, I have learned many of the government documents preparation work, and how in which manner the government documents are built, and the accuracy of these documents during implementation is how important it is, as I have experienced. And during this third-party audit, I have also practiced the NDT test and other serving works. During NDT test, I have operated the
Is it
during
possible for you to switch on your video so that everyone can see you? Because we have students also from different institutes who have joined this session. So is it possible for you to switch on your video so that other students can see?
Sorry, ma'am. I have a laptop issue, so I'm
Praveen,
participating from
if you come down to my cabin, it will work in an effective manner. You can come down to my cabin.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the head of department. So in the meantime,
Yeah, continue with the other student. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Be fast.
The students, Shreya, can you speak? Hello, Shreya. Hello, Shreya.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes, yes, yes.
I'm Sania. As we have visited Jalgaon water tank, at site we have carried visual inspection as well as physical measurement. We also done leveling by using dumpy level. We come to know how to calculate the head practically at the site. Thank you. Over to Shreya.
Hello everyone.
So is it possible, please switch on your video so that we can see you?
Yes, sir. Hello everyone. My name is Shreya Nalawade. I am pursuing my final year BTech in Civil Engineering RIT. Within our college, we have visited water tank site, and as Sania said, we have used a dumpy level for.
Hello, Shreya. Can you
Yes, sir.
just switch on your video, please, so that all the members of this meeting can see you? Please switch on your video.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please continue.
Please continue.
Within our college, we have visited the water tank, which is at Jalgaon. And as Sania said that we have used a dumpy lever for the head difference calculation. And from the water tank to up to the last distribution point, we have seen and calculated the velocity of the water and also measured the discharge of the water. The knowledge that we have gained in the fluid mechanics that we are able to apply in the practical side through this visit. Thank you.
Maske sir, is there Smita available?
Smita has joined.
Okay. Is she able to present? Smita, are you able to hear us?
Yes, sir. I am able to hear you.
Yeah. Can you just share your things? Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Well, before start of Smita's presentation, I just want to share some of the information related with respect to the work done by the Smita. Smita worked on several projects from the second year onwards only. She worked on the water, wastewater. She worked on the concrete areas along with the Mayur Muske sir. And till date, right now she is in a final year. Till date, she have published more than 10 papers. Out of that, 2 papers having a H index, and also she's working as a entrance for various companies. More than 6 companies she is working right now as an intern, and her internship is on several areas along with the water sector also. So I will request to Smita to share her experiences.
Yes, sir. So good afternoon all. My name is Smita Patil. I'm from final year BTech Civil Engineering. As sir already had mentioned, like we have visited different audits. We have conducted some third-party audits, and through that we basically I learned a lot of things. As sir had mentioned, I have published more than 10 papers. Yeah, I have published the papers from the different domains, from concrete technology as well from the wastewater treatment. Currently, I have published the paper in the month of April at the COEP Pune, and it was on the groundwater pollution in urban due to urbanization. And we have visited a water treatment plant, water supply systems through the different audits. There we have saw like how to calculate the head loss, how to calculate the discharge, and how the water supply system is working. Also, Muske sir has mentioned like we have tests, we have different tests on the some RCC members like columns, beams, slabs, etc. So on that basis, we have seen the different instruments. Through these audits, we came across to use how to exact use of these instruments in the application basis in the different fields, like to calculate the corrosion percentage or this residual strength in the different members. Currently, I'm working on the capstone project for my final year. That is the estimation of post-corrosion strength in the RCC members. There, I have implementing this rebound hammer test, ultrasonic pulse velocity test in my project. So from these particular audits, I have learned a lot of things, and so that's from my side. So thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Smita. So now we will have Mr. Praveen. He will share his experiences.
Thank you, sir. So as I have mentioned earlier that in the Jalgaon visit, I have handled many of the tests practically, and many of the I have also learned about many of the government documents and government projects and how it implements in actual conditions. Also, I have uh, uh, get interacted with the government officials, and from them I have also learned the procedures of implementation this project actually. So from this visit, I have many benefits to my personal developments and my technical knowledge development. In this visit, I have observed that the in many villages the disposal of plastic waste is a major issue, and due to that plastic waste, many of the blockages in the gutter systems and sewage and water carrying systems have been occurring, and from this I have chosen my second year projects and mini projects, and also I am trying to develop the low cost and environment friendly brick, which includes plastic in it as a bonding materials. And from this I have now till now I have very I have observed very good results of plastic used in concretes. So it's over, and over to sir.
Thank you, Praveen. So,
Hello.
Muski sir, is there anyone else?
Yes, sir. There are two students.
Yeah, please
who will
continue. Be
share.
fast.
Yes. Yes.
So can we give 1 minute to each student? Will
Yes,
that
yes.
be sufficient?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Vaishnavi, can you speak?
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. Myself, Vaishnavi Zadav. Currently, I'm studying in the final year BTech of Civil Engineering. Along with Muske sir, we have visited to water tank and road construction sites, where we have used our technical knowledge of knowledge of estimation and costing. And as per the plan given by the authority, we have calculated the estimate of that project. And as per our estimate, their estimate is approximately same. Thank you.
Who is next? Muski sir? Yes, please continue.
Yes, sir. She is sharing.
So in this visit, we are learning in our class. That things we are apply practically on the site. So we use the rebound hammer tester, which is a non-destructive tester, to check the strength of the concrete. So we got a required strength. So thank you.
Yeah, so your voice is not audible.
Yeah, there may be some network issues.
Okay.
Maybe availability. Okay. I think Muske sir, is there anyone? Okay, so here I'm going to close this session. So if anybody wants to ask some questions, please, so that we can have a discussion forum open for all of us. Please, anyone?
So I noticed that Dattare sir raised his hand. So would you like to ask or interact with Professor Sridhar or Atul sir or Mayur sir? Please unmute your mic, sir. Dattare Kadam sir. I also noticed Rohan Madale also raised his hand. Could you please unmute your mic and can interact with sir? Yeah, Vaibhav sir, please go ahead.
No problem.
Yes, Ashlesha ma'am. I can hear your voice. So either Vaibhav sir or Ashlesha ma'am, if you have any query, you can please interact with sir. Tattare sir, are you with us? Because I saw you raised your hand couple of times.
No problem. No problem, madam. No problem.
Tattare sir, please interact with Sridhar sir.
No problem, madam. No problem.
Okay. What about Rohan sir and Vaibhav sir? Would you like? Yeah.
From where we can get information of all the government policies or schemes from any particular place?
Yeah, so sir, there is a Samantya report which is being developed by Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana scheme. So there is a report I have already shared with you. I can share it with you again. So you will find all the state and central level schemes there. So their objectives also are mentioned, how much cost is being provided under each scheme. So everything you will find in that particular report. It's a report published by Ministry of Rural Development Panchayati Raj.
It's called as SAGY, and at your respective collector office, you can get also information regarding that one. You can also get the information related with respect to the which village is adopted for that SAGY scheme and what are the different type of projects which are ongoing for that scheme. Also, you will get that information.
Okay. Information audit. The report, can you please share the report again?
Yes,
because I can't see it.
Yes, I will do that. So beside that, which scheme to evaluate, that call you can take after completing your village and household level survey form. Because in that village level survey form, there it's already mentioned which all schemes are available at your village. And am I right, Dr. Sridhar?
Yes.
Yeah. So on basis of that analysis, you can decide which scheme you would like to evaluate, or you can even have a meeting with the Gram Sabha people and you can take a call. And you can either use the same methodology that sir has used, and if you would like to have a proper training on how you can evaluate that, you can please let us know. We can have a one separate physical session on that as well at IIT Bombay itself. So we can plan that session.
Well, that will be a better option to have an offline session so that it will help us to understand how the type of villages that we are identifying for this analysis purpose, and how the government is also going to support for this inspection works.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We actually waiting for things to get, but now it's almost open. So we are planning to have an offline meeting so we can plan on.
Yeah, that will be better for us.
Yes, sir. So for that, we need to get done with the village level survey forms, because Vaibhav sir has recently joined. So sir, before that, at least household level survey takes time, but you can still collect the information at village level. You can collect that through Sarpanch and Gram Sabha people. They will help you in filling that particular form so that you can have an idea which all schemes you can evaluate. So,
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So, do we have any other queries from the participants? You can even write in a chat box. That will also work. I can address it to Dr. Sridhar.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, can you share that report to our NIT Goa so that the students can get it from WhatsApp?
Okay, on the Goa group? On the Goa group? Okay,
yeah.
I will do that.
And we can ask them to spread to all the students.
Yes, please. So, like sir also mentioned, Mayur sir also mentioned, so this type of activities will help our students to learn how to plan things, how to work with the secondary data, how to do the costing and its implementation, and many other things like Dr. Kumar and Dr. Mayur mentioned during this session. So such type of activities will help students a lot. So yeah, I can see one question, one query in the chat box. Okay, you all can post your queries in the chat box itself if the mic is not working. Yes, Dr. Ashlesha, I can see you have raised your hand. Please continue.
Yes. Uh, just a sec.
Yes.
Mute kar do. Acha. So, madam, we at MGM Medical College and Institute, we were actually right now attending this, and the students' feedback and the students' experiences are something which are very much helpful. So what I actually wanted to ask, sir, was regarding the budget. We saw that it was elaborate budget. So generally in government sector, when we are working, the budget is a very sensitive issue. So was this prepared with the help of the officials, or did we, I mean, for the activities or the projects that we took up or the institute took up, the budget, how did we arrive at, or how did we really manage, sir?
Well, ma'am, in the case of budget, there are two parts that we have to consider. One is related with respect to the inspection of the scheme and their designing purpose. So in that case, first of all, we allot one group of the student for the working on that area. The student works in an effective manner with consideration of all the aspects of that project. They prepare the budget, and it is getting scrutinized by the faculty members from the department only. After that, we have one more meeting along with the government officials which are related with respect to that department. We get the information as well as the any kind of suggestions from them, and on that basis we are finalizing that budget.
Ma'am, would you like to ask something related to it?
Yes. Yes. So actually, what we always find is many a times government officials are not very transparent when it comes to budget. So that was that is some point which is a little bit
Well,
it becomes.
yeah, in that case, we
Yeah.
have a very good liaising with the government officials like
Yes.
ZP Sangli, then Collector Office Sangli, and Panchayat Samiti Walwa. And they support us very well in all these kind of projects. And our faculty is very well developed in that area. Mr. Atul Idate sir, Mayur Maske sir, then Rahul Patil sir. Then we have other faculties also who involved in such kind of government projects. So that's why nowadays they are preparing the final budgets and all that things. And just for the final overview, we are sending it to government officials, and we only get the comments from them, and it is getting finalized.
So
That
in
is
this,
actually very good.
yeah, I would also like to add in this. So as a SG that I mentioned in the starting of this session, so if you would like to evaluate certain schemes, and if you can involve such type of projects or a case study in the curriculum itself, you please write a proposal under our SG, and we NCI can fund you for evaluating these schemes.
Right.
So as a SG, we are, so what basically, like I mentioned before, so what basically this SG does, we try to create a space in the curriculum. So like there is a, under Mumbai University, we have now a new program named as Mini Project. So where the faculty members have to take up certain case studies and they have to involve their students into it. So either the faculty members can develop the case study from their end, or we as a SG are already developed 8 to 10 case studies. We will be sharing that with you, and if you would like to, so basically you have to see this particular case study you can involve in which course. So basically you have to add these case studies or projects in the curriculum itself, in your college or in your university's curriculum itself.
Right.
so that वो involvement चलता रहे, and then you can write a proposal कि under this particular project we want to involve our students or evaluating, and you can share the budget and you can submit to our SEG. So the funding will happen through NCI. So that is the one of the mode that you can use for funding, for raising the funds.
That is a new information. Also, because we are health institute, so health sciences. So health schemes of, health related programs can be evaluated, which can be a very good opportunity for our students in various faculty actually. So yes, I will be promoting this after the meeting.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So do we have any, is there anyone else who would like to discuss or seek guidance from Dr. Kumar or Atul sir and Mehar sir regarding planning of such types of activities for your students, or otherwise we can move ahead with the vote of thanks? Okay, so I would know other queries. So if you have any queries, you can always write to us on our email ID. So yeah, thank you, Dr. Kumar, for addressing the queries for our PIs, and I hope all the queries would have been answered. In case you still feel that you have queries regarding this session, or you need some guidance, or you can always write to us. And I'm sure that the information that has been shared by you today and along with the other faculty members from RIT would benefit all the faculty members, and they can either use the same methodology or can modify it as per their requirement. And I would also like to thank all the students who shared their experience with us. It was very enriching and very encouraging for other students also who are yet not part of UBA, or but it will be really boost students morale in this. So it's our pride privilege to extend word of thanks on behalf of UBA SEG team. We would like to give a big thanks to Dr. Sridhar Kumar for taking out time from his busy schedule, knowing the fact that his health is also now he's not keeping well. Still, he agreed to deliver an insightful session today. And we would also like to thank the students who have joined us today from RIT. Finally, we would like to thank all our faculty members for taking part in this session. We are hopeful that you all would have benefited from it, and we look forward to hearing about the implementation of such types of activities where students can actually apply their classroom level knowledge of their courses to the field realities, like it has been shared by many students today, and thereby improve the quality of learning. So that what exactly our SEG agenda is. So we hope to achieve it as early as possible, and we will be soon planning a session on National Education Policy 2020. So we will communicate to you regarding that very soon, and hoping to connect with you all during district level of meetings.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving a stage to RIT for presenting the work done by the RIT. I would like to thanks to Dr. Sohani sir, who started this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan as well as Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan for Maharashtra. I would like to thanks to Mr. Raj Desai from Sitara IIT Bombay, Puran Masi ma'am, and Dr. Anand Rao sir, Dr. Bakul ma'am.
Thank you for mentioning that. I just forgot Professor Rao was supposed to join us, but then he's traveling, so he couldn't join, and then he just left a message key, I won't be able to join because he's just returning from Satara. He's on his way. So that's why he couldn't join. Otherwise, he would have been, it would have been great.
Very good presentation.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Parag Sadgir, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You were
Yeah. Very good presentation.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Once again, thanks a lot for everyone who contributed for this project work. it's a team activity which is done by the RIT under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan as well as Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. I would like to thanks to Dr. Sushma Kulkarni ma'am, Director RIT Rajaram Nagar, who helped as well as given inspiration not only to me but also to the team of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan in RIT and supported for different activities in RIT. Thank you to all.
Thank you so much. So I will be sharing the recorded link with you all soon.
Yes, thank you.
Which will be helpful. And I will also be sharing that Samantha report, which has been developed by SAGI, a Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana scheme, which will help you to see which all schemes are there at state and central level. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mayur sir. Thank you, Atul sir, and all the students, especially for joining today's session.
Yeah, thank you.
Kiran ma'am, would you like to interact with? Would you like to say something?
Yes, actually, I raised the hand, and when by that time it is started to vote of thanks.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't notice. Please go ahead.
Actually, I wanted to ask, it is Maharashtra. It was a very good interaction, and students also they have shared their experiences a lot. This Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, it is related to the civil, or apart from that it is there?
Ma'am, it's completely, actually Unnat Bharat Abhiyan and Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan started all together, but they have different objectives, they have different goals. We can have an interaction separately on Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, and I can even connect you with the team from Sitara IIT Bombay who are working for Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, so that they can give you more clarity on that.
Okay. No, because what happened is I have seen, because they have also done so many projects under the Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, but all are related to the civil.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
There are a few faculty members from even CSIT who have submitted their proposals under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, and they have got selected also, the proposals at RIT.
Bharat Abhiyan is okay. Unnat Maharashtra. I was talking about the Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan.
Yeah. Again, related to that, right now we are doing with civil engineering at our college. Maybe.
So, ma'am, at their college, they are working in a civil engineering, but there are other departments also which are working for Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. So, recently, one Vishwakarma University from Pune, they also joined Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, and they are working on different area. So, I can still connect you with Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan team from IIT Bombay, and they can highlight you how you can, if you are interested, they can even tell you which all projects they work in, and how you can become part of Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, because the funding is good in Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan.
No, because simultaneously it will work for both, then it
yes, both. Yeah. So
because
actually,
because what I have seen, for this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, whenever it will go for these projects to implement in the villages and all, so that time it is a government officials, it's difficult to find out to get it sanctioned and all the things.
Yes,
but
if you have GRs, that will be easy for you to implement it. Yeah. So even the SEG that on behalf of UBA SEG, I'm saying, so if you would like to, I understand that these GRs give you a lot of scope to interact with the higher government officials, and it makes the path more easy. But the funding can also be raised through our SEG if you want to involve students in certain case studies and all. But I can still connect you with Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan team, so that you can get more idea about what exactly they work in and how you can become part of it if you are interested. So they can share you the idea.
Because what happened, ma'am, actually, it is we tried for this rainwater harvesting at this Gram Panchayat, one village, and it was sanctioned also at village level.
Okay.
And then what happened, whenever it is wanted to actually that implement that project, So that time for these funds release and all the things, it is we are facing the problem.
We can have a discussion regarding this, ma'am, during our district level meeting or separately as well.
What happened is the first, it is a third party, it is taken into that, and it is something it was happened. So that's why it is, I wanted to see it is, if it is a civil type projects are there, then it is we can connect it to this Unnat Maharashtra.
Okay. So, ma'am, it's not only civil. There are mechanical and other areas as well. So they are not focusing only on civil. So it depends. It depends on you.
Okay.
Yes.
And can you share some of the case studies of the projects?
Yes. So actually, we have developed 8 to 9 case studies, but we are still working on it so that we can just understand how we can implement those case studies. So that's why we haven't shared it. Once it will get finalized, we will have a proper session on that where we can introduce with those case studies. So actually, like I mentioned, even the district level of meeting, you can use those case studies in the mini project.
Yes,
so
I have.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So it will just take a month or so to finalize those case studies, and then we will share with you.
Okay. Yes. And Kumar sir is there. I would like to ask one questions related to that Gram Panchayat.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I would like to ask, it is suppose if you want to apply, means implement some projects in village. So that time it is whenever we are preparing the budget, then how to get it into that in the officials and all the government officials and all.
Well, for that purpose, first of all, we have to interact with the collector office. We must have to get the information regarding what type of project that we are proposing for that village, and what are the different type of benefits that we can get with the help of that project.
No, sir. Actually, what happened? It is we adopted Ratnagiri.
Yeah.
So what?
Unnat Bharat Abhiyan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan as well as, yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we
Yeah,
are
under
audible.
Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, yeah. Under UBA, we have a specific scheme in which we can prepare a proposal for the specific project for that village. We can present that proposal to collector office, and under DPDC scheme, we can get funding for that project. So that is one option. Second one, you can directly interact with ZP people, and we can also get a funding for that one once we get a approval from the ZP. So these are the two methods by which we can get a funding under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Second one is for Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. We have a scheme under which we can prepare a proposal that we can submit it to collector office. Then we will have a meeting with the collector office person. Then under DPDC, we can get a funding for that project. Once it is getting approved from that collector office, we also have to submit that proposal to IIT Bombay so that it will get analyzed and it is getting verified.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because what happened, it is we have prepared the proposals and it is we have gone to the collector also.
Okay.
And afterwards, it is again it is a collector got transferred. The new one came. So that's why
Okay.
again it was the problem. So that's why it is how to keep that it in the track.
That is major issue that we also faced a lot of time.
Every 2 years, our collectors are getting transferred.
Yes, yes, yes. There are so many issues. In my last presentation, I shared one slide which covers up all the types of hurdles that we have to face in terms of this Unnat Bharat as well as Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, in which we have a technical person and the non-technical or the administrative people and their transfer. That is also one of the major issue which badly affects on such kind of projects, because to get the proper listening with that people, that is one kind of issue. We have to involve much time for that purpose, and once we get proper listening, then the project implementation and the getting funds, that is second part.
and meanwhile some of the people they may get transfer, and it badly affects on the project implementation also.
Yes, that is the main problem we are facing.
Yeah, so in that case, we got one solution. Once we got the implementation of that proposal, or if you have a good licensing with that office, then you have to give the information to that office, either for collector office or ZP, and they have to provide you one proper person who is going to coordinate with you under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan or Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan, so that if any person or the concerned person who is getting transferred, so in that case they will give the information to the next person, and the project will get implemented in a very effective manner without any kind of interruption. So that is one kind of solution that we have implemented here, which is right now working in an effective manner.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So can we close the meeting now? Or,
Yes.
and we can even connect. Yeah, we can even connect if you would like to connect separately with Mayur sir or Sridhar sir. We can have a meeting separately as well.
Yes.
You can also get my mobile number, and if you have any problem, we can discuss. Not an issue.
I will share it with you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Is it okay we contact over email if?
Yes.
I will
Purnamasi
share.
ma'am can-
Yeah. I will share Sridhar. Sir, you can write your email ID on the chat box so that they can access it. But I will also share. But you can also write your email ID in the chat box.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
sir. That was really helpful.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
So I'm closing the session. Is that fine? Can we go ahead and close the session?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.